With the Iran giving a befitting reply to the United States military, Donald Trump has done the unthinkable. Washington, D.C. has shifted 6 Terminal High Altitude Area Defense or THAAD missile systems from South Korea to the Middle East. Videos circulating on social media showed U.S. military trucks moving THAAD systems in the middle of the night. The Donald Trump administration is under fire, with missile defense systems being under most strain due to Iran's fierce retaliation. The U.S. military is using both the THAAD and Patriot missile systems to take down Iranian missiles. But U.S. officials were quoted as saying by the Associated Press that they were struggling to stop waves of drones launched by the Islamic Republic. The THAAD system is designed for defeating medium-range ballistic missiles, while the Patriot system is for taking down short-range ballistic missiles and crewed aircraft.
The Middle East stands on the edge of a dramatic and dangerous turning point. Tensions between Iran and the United States have erupted into one of the most intense confrontations the region has seen in decades. According to statements released by the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, Iranian forces have reportedly destroyed 10 highly advanced American radar systems across the Persian Gulf region, marking what Tehran describes as a major blow to U.S. military surveillance and defense capabilities. Iranian officials say their air defense systems have also downed multiple high-value American drones operating in the region. The announcement came from IRGC spokesman Ali Mohammed Naini, who delivered a fiery message claiming that Iran now holds the strategic upper hand in the confrontation. According to Naini, American military infrastructure across the Persian Gulf has been heavily damaged or neutralized. He insisted that the balance of power has shifted and that Iran, not Washington, will decide when the conflict ends. The remarks directly targeted Donald Trump, who currently leads the United States. Iranian officials accuse the American administration of hiding battlefield setbacks and misleading the public about the situation on the ground. In Tehran's view, the war is not only continuing, but expanding. Iranian forces say they have launched multiple waves of missile and drone strikes as part of Operation True Promise 4, a large-scale retaliation campaign conducted by the Naval and Aerospace divisions of the Revolutionary Guards. These attacks reportedly targeted both U.S. installations across the region and sites inside Israel, escalating the confrontation into a wider regional crisis. Iranian officials claim their missiles are carrying warheads weighing more than a ton and are striking military targets with increasing intensity. They argue that despite Western claims that Iran's missile stockpile is dwindling, their capabilities remain strong and operational. Meanwhile, Washington has portrayed the conflict very differently. President Trump recently described the confrontation as a short-term excursion, suggesting that the United States retains overwhelming military superiority and that the conflict will end quickly. But analysts across the world are divided. Some experts believe the fighting could spiral into a prolonged regional war involving multiple countries and military alliances. Others say both sides are engaging in information warfare, exaggerating victories while downplaying losses. What is clear is that the conflict has already transformed the strategic landscape of the Middle East. The Persian Gulf remains one of the most militarized regions on Earth, hosting numerous American bases, naval fleets, and advanced surveillance networks designed to monitor missile launches and air activity. If Iranian claims about destroyed radar systems are accurate, it could temporarily weaken early warning capabilities that protect U.S. forces and allies across the Gulf. That possibility alone raises the stakes dramatically. Radar systems play a critical role in modern warfare. They track incoming missiles, coordinate air defense responses, and guide interceptor systems designed to protect bases, ships, and cities from attack. Taking out multiple radar installations could create gaps in surveillance, a serious strategic advantage in a high-tech conflict. At the same time, Iran's leadership has signaled that the conflict could grow even larger. IRGC officials warned that if the conflict continues, security across the region could collapse for everyone involved. In their words, security will be for all, or insecurity will be for all. It is a statement that underscores the potential global consequences of this conflict. The Middle East sits at the heart of the world's energy supply routes, and the Persian Gulf carries a significant portion of global oil shipments. Any prolonged war in the region could disrupt energy markets, international trade, and geopolitical stability. Beyond the military dimension, the war has also become a battle of narratives. Both sides are trying to shape global perception, broadcasting their victories, denying their losses, and attempting to influence public opinion at home and abroad. For now, the situation remains highly volatile. Missile launches, drone strikes, and retaliatory operations continue to raise fears that the conflict could widen further, potentially drawing in additional powers. As tensions rise and rhetoric intensifies, one question looms over the region. Will this confrontation remain a limited military clash, or will it evolve into a full-scale regional war? For the people living across the Middle East and for the wider world watching closely, the answer could shape global security for years to come. And as both sides claim strength and determination, the conflict between Iran and the United States appears far from over. Meanwhile, an Iranian foreign ministry spokesman said Tehran has rejected ceasefire requests from countries including China, France, and Russia.
Various contacts are currently being established with the Islamic Republic of Iran, and of course you have been following all of these reports closely in the news. Representatives from China, Russia, France, and even several of the countries within this region are in constant communication with us, along with various other nations, including both Islamic and non-Islamic countries around the world. Some of them, yes, are actually willing to act to stop this war or establish a ceasefire. Well, this is their request and we are fulfilling it. The power to stop the war lies entirely within the hands of the Islamic Republic of Iran. This means that whenever the Islamic Republic of Iran decides that even they must come to a complete halt, the final decision remains with the Islamic Republic of Iran in this regard. This is because they were the ones who committed acts of aggression and they were the ones who carried out these armed attacks. In point of fact, we should only reach a stage where we stop our activities when we are able to truly feel or have a firm and absolute guarantee that these aggressive acts of hostility will never occur again in the future, and they must be prepared to take full responsibility for all of their past actions. These two specific conditions are absolutely essential. They must accept responsibility for all of their actions. It's not like they'll just come today and say stop and ceasefire, and we'll simply say very well and it's done. We now have the upper hand. Look, every effort they made has failed. Even now they haven't reached their goals. The Islamic Republic of Iran has inflicted heavy and painful damages on the Zionist regime, America and their allies. Just consider the state of the global economy and the energy sector. This is proving to be very, very painful for them. So you see, we have inflicted devastating blows in this area. Therefore, we truly have the upper hand here. And as a result, the Islamic Republic of Iran will ultimately determine the end of the war.